to start the drive. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios.
Hello.
They're going to get this down to about the 37.
What's happening?
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game
how your day been so far?
The ball downfield with purpose.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense for the Vikings were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
What the hell you doing there?
Throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking.
Oh, yeah,
and
they're
tackling.
right.
That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Hall again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown. Chance. Elijah Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Hey, yeah.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
You want to know what you want? I ain't talking to you all day. Felt some type of way. No fault. felt some type of way about that.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Like, did he just say that?
75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tight.
Can I curse?
Talk about explosive. 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
You ain't lied about that. You got damn too good this. Tell you that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Barrios now from his end zone.
Too much.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast.
Get them. They do it.
Games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these
guys
guys
take them out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw, Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
There's a nice, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 43 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
I'm still trying. Work, not work. Damn.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of you and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
You know I gave you a bill. Now where that? Oh, I don't know. Put that much shoes on.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense
that's
coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. Unfortunately, trying to throw through contact and short of the sticks.
First down marker at the 31. It's
what's going on? What's going on? That man be smoking the hell out that hookah, boy.
Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It be felt like he be on that hookah, my boy.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, what's up? Damn, shit, man.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Nah, bro, they're not her, bro. You true. Nah, nigga. You fucking tripping.
And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive.
Man, you crazy hell, man. Yeah, just do it.
Cousins to Cook.
Huh?
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Through
What
the
happened?
quarter, 14-7 our score.
Yeah.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Right.
He will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Vikings at 10-1 now in the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Cousins on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So from the
When it was early.
On a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he's fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that.
Right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
All right,
That
then.
will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way. It'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has
It
been
is.
pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now driving position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the
You're right about that,
coach
boy.
tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
I know this nigga like, what the hell this nigga back on?
Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions.
Not
We're
Fortnite.
at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Hey, boy, that's how you got to do it, though.
To the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Cousins. caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not
Right.
before they work this to the 45.
Oh, for real? I got to scroll up.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's a low miss.
On his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd and a couple, Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available. That's the incompletion.
I'm telling you.
4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action now. Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I like what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Vikings are going to take over once again. And they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt and their mistake. Cost them points because it's a red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Following the interception, Cousins on the move to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he's able to get this one past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. That's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result.
Hello.
He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield,
I'm
and
gonna
that's what
spoil
they
you.
did.
Why would I
And
tell
he
you?
wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
I'm gonna spoil you. Why would I tell you?
Cousins gives way to
I'm gonna
Cook.
spoil you.
They'll get it across the 30.
You said you gonna win.
Second
I said
down.
I'm gonna spoil you.
Give credit to the defense for screening that play out.
So you
And
stop
they
playing
gave up
crazy.
no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for
Yeah,
him to
yeah.
go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last one got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that made
What'd you say, Matt?
coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
I'm telling you.
On 2nd down, Cook.
Put that thing over.
Pass the try. Touchdown, Vikings.
I know I ain't even read that shit. I gotta read it. Goot, you know, Goot me been tripping, bro. I've been tripping early, bro.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Damn.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Barrios now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Oh, nah, most of them niggas been like that, though. Most of them niggas
Jets
been like
offense
that.
coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
From the 36, Wilson. That is thrown is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
That do sound like a move, though.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he's got some space here. Spins by. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 70 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Jets 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike there to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hitting just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to run off a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. He continues to be dominant running the football. I mean, keep feeding him, right?
Yeah, you should, because what he's put up already is really like a 2-game total. Give him a lot of credit, but give the rest of the offense credit as well. The big guys up front and the receivers on the perimeter. Everyone's getting involved blocking people downfield.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A give running right is Hall. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 1, Cousins. And brought in by the tight end Cole. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have off to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose from the pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 30. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 46 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. His throw caught at about the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
22. Jets, 24. Brings Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I'm getting to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. The offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. throwing. Cousins. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented it, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
No way. I really just did that. That's crazy.
Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh.
He finds Corey Davis. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jets.
Paul on a give up the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Za'Darius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.